slapping Chris Rock. Even though I kind of understand it, man, that's the most despicable shit I ever seen in my life. You talking about one of the most, well, someone who has been viewed as one of the most respectable black men ever. 30 plus years of representing yourself a certain way to give it all away for something so small on a night so big. There's nothing you could tell me that'll make that okay. Nothing, especially not under those circumstances. And to pick on a little guy, I feel was real weak. You in a room full of people that's been talking about you and your wife for years, and you pick on the guy whose job it is to talk about everybody. I felt like that was a low blow. Well, not felt like. We don't leave feelings out of this. That was a low blow. Matter of fact, that might have been one of the lowest blows I've ever seen by a high person. I gotta give Chris his credit. Obviously, his jaw ain't no hoe. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't willing. He basically sacrificed a piece of his respect to try to make us not all look so bad, which kind of gets me about Will. How we go from Oscar so white just a year or two ago to now they let the black people put on the show and we had a first fight in this history. Like, I mean, is this what Hattie McDaniel sat in the kitchen for? Because she was the best actress in the room and they didn't even let her get an award, let alone sit in the audience. Matter of fact, she wasn't even in the dressing room. They made her sit in the kitchen. Is this what she sat in the kitchen for? I mean, and then quite frankly, when you put your life out publicly, you open the doors for anybody to speak on it. I'll be on YouTube talking shit. I open the door for people to speak on me and what it is that I do. You know what I'm saying? If I was to put my woman on the internet, then I open the door for people to speak on our relationship. If I put my hairstyle on the internet or for you to see, then I open the door for people to speak on it. And quite frankly, there's a rule in Detroit and in most cities. You don't go to a comedy show and sit in them first 8 rows if you're not willing to be joked on. Facts. You just don't do it. You don't do it. And if you sit in them first 8 rows and you're joked on, you kind of ask for it because that's what they do. It's their job. They get paid to entertain. You may be part of the entertainment because you're sitting up front or because you're a celebrity. And that's what this comes with. People want to be famous so bad, but then don't want people speaking on them. If you want everybody to know you and know what's going on, then their opinion is going to come with their knowledge. That's just within any situation. But back to this, man. To see a black man be disrespected and embarrassed like that to the degree that he has, and then be strong enough to stand in the situation he's in, I have respect for that. I didn't understand it quietly. I can't say I agree with it, but I really respected it, and it gave me a different aspect on how a man should handle disappointment and disrespect. But on the other hand, to risk everything you have and everything you work for someone who hasn't been respectful of themselves or you in the public eye, that's kind of deep, bro. And then it was jokes made about you that night at your expense. But did you get some defense? And that's the whole thing. It's becoming that all us black men are willing to do, or all we are good enough for, is to lay our lives and livelihood down for dumbass reasons, or be blamed for shit that we didn't do. And you just kind of helped them with that, bro. And I just learned a powerful lesson. We can't give all these credits to people because they're successful at one thing. Anybody who tries anything hard enough and dedicated to will probably be successful at it, or at least something related to, just based on the work that they put in. But giving somebody the credit of being a decent person without knowing them personally is something that we have to stop doing. Because the Will Smith I thought I knew would have never did that one, especially not the Chris Rock, which made it even. Chris Rock is Chris Rock. He hosted more award shows than anybody I could think of. He probably hosted more award shows than Steve Harvey. And everybody knows Steve Harvey's a big host. So if Chris Rock did more award shows than Steve Harvey, then you know exactly what you're getting when you get Chris Rock. White people feel comfortable with hiring Chris Rock because they know he's entertaining on both sides and they know he pulls no punches and he's evenly fair. That's why he's able to host any type of award show. You knew what you was gonna get. And then Chris Rock came out joking on everybody. I don't see why you the only one that felt unjoke worthy. I don't get it, man. And yo, everybody gonna do what they do, say what they say, think how they think, feel how they feel. But man, that was some sucker shit. Flat out, point blank, period. I ain't gonna. You can't protect black women embarrassing black men. You just can't do it. You can't do it. And then, quite frankly, I seen that woman's face. She don't look like she need to want your protection either. She didn't look like she was happy you won that Oscar. You know, quite frankly, bro, the deeper situation here is we're watching a black man be torn down by the woman he loved. Directly, indirectly, and in every other way you could think of. And these are the things that be complained about in the community that we never actually touch on to see, but live and in person. Everything from being publicly cheated on, some shit you was willing to keep private, to being told you inadequate publicly, being compared to an ex publicly. You know what I'm saying? They got a whole show based on embarrassing you. And you throw it all away to stop her from some, not even embarrassment. You made jokes about Magic Johnson, I'm sure. You made jokes about OJ. It's all made jokes about Kanye. It's all kind of people with health issues that people been making. You made jokes about fat people. You know what I'm saying? This you, Big Willie. Like, it's ugly people. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like that. We can't pick and choose what health conditions we make jokes about. We really can't. And then not only what health conditions we make jokes about, if you're in a comedy show and if you telling jokes that's gonna hit. Jokes that make sense in that moment. You're not necessarily looking for something so vindictive to say about somebody just to hurt their feelings. You want everybody to laugh, even the person you joking on. And I'm pretty sure that was Dog's intention. And then what nobody's talking about, that nigga probably ain't even write that joke. Motherfucker read off teleprompter. Man, that shit was sad. At that point, Chris, I don't know, man. It should have been fuck your status and go and get on up in there. But you handled that like a G. And black men taking L's can't keep being the way that we gotta do it. Can't keep being that way. That joke should have been resting with her. We all gotta deal with our shit. They talk about Will's emotional issues publicly and people joke on it. And he gotta take it. So why she couldn't take hers? You know, that's my opinion on it. Y'all players gonna do what y'all do, man. Y'all have a good night. Don't slap nobody. That's some bitch shit too, you know what I'm saying? But hey, niggas do what they do, man.